Hi, everybody. Father Bill Holtzinger here, and this is your Friday reflection. I'm just walking the parking lot here at Holy Trinity on a very warm Wednesday day. And of course, this is a Friday video, right? And I'm doing it on Wednesday, which is my common thing. So just I'm going to pretend it's not Wednesday, but actually Friday, because it's your Friday video. Well, so a thought for you to ponder on is related to a blog I read just recently about someone who was having struggles in their faith and then was blaming the church for its oppressive and let's call it repressive rules. And that it was the rules that didn't allow them to live freely. Now, the whole church is intending to proclaim the gospel of Christ. And I suppose we might say, for example, that if the church is oppressive, and I'm not talking about the human part, because we all have issues no matter what the institution is, but the particular the church, the Holy Catholic Church, is oppressive, then I think we'd have to say that Jesus is oppressive. Because the church is the bride of Christ, and she's teaching what Jesus taught. I guess we'd have to say the Bible is oppressive. And some people have said that. Not just Jesus, not the church, but the whole Bible is oppressive because it doesn't let them do what they want. Well, let me offer just an example of why this is problematic. So we have just recently striped our parking lot. You can see, looks great there. And striping the parking lot helps a lot so that we know where to go and what not to go. Like, for example, there's a walking area right here and going across there. And without those guides, someone might, still walk there, but somebody driving may not pay attention to that. And they will find, there might be a collision. There might be somebody getting hurt, possibly even killed. So the church gives us guidance like striping in a parking lot. Because without it, so the other side is not striped well, it's hard to tell where the lines are. And you can just drive around anywhere practically. Eventually these are going to go to nothing and dim. And here they are. You can see them very clearly. And the church is here to help us so that we don't try to make up how God wants us to be. Because that's, I think, what we try to do. Our ego gets involved. And I'm not immune from this myself, but our ego gets involved. And we just want to do what we want to do. And no one's going to tell me that. It's just it's arrogance. It's pride. And I have it. We all have it. And we need that guidance. Because without it, then in our lives, it'll be full of destruction. We will try to go wherever we want, and we'll find that it doesn't always get us to where we really want to go. We need guidance. We need lines. You might even say, remember, you probably heard this, the lines are our friends. Stay within the lines. That's right. Well, the lines are our friends. Just like sports has rules, or are sports rules oppressive? Then I guess we might have to say that. All rules are oppressive. I guess you'd have to be an anarchist at this point to make such claims. But it's important that we have lines and guidance so that we can know where we need to go. Because the church exists for this very purpose, to proclaim the gospel of Christ so that we can know where to go, how to live, what we should or should not do. But that's not the ultimate of what our faith is about. Our faith is about a relationship with Jesus. But see, every relationship has boundaries. Every relationship has, if it's a healthy one anyway, has lines so that you can know where to go, how to get a straight path to where you're going to go. And Jesus is the way. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And if we follow him, then, there will still be problems in our world. We will still have issues in our lives, but we'll be able to handle them with better grace And because of Christ in our life, the ultimate journey to heaven will be open to us because we know him, we have followed him and persevered to the end, as opposed to making up the rules on our own or calling the church a liar or oppressive just to give yourself an excuse to do whatever you want. Hey, the more I read the Bible, the harder it is to live. Like, love your enemies. Oh, I would love it if that was not in the Bible. But the fact of the matter is, it is, and it's from Jesus' own words. So I must. It's not a recommendation. It's a requirement of my faith. It's a consequence to being truly faithful to Jesus, that I need to follow the paths that get me straight to where I need to go. And that's to Jesus. Because other paths, they may feel good. They may seem right for a little while. But ultimately we'll find out they're a dead end. So folks, this is why we are church. Not because we are all walking the path perfectly, but because often we're not. And we need the help. We need guidance. We need encouragement as a community to lift each other up so that we can walk that path together. And when we detour, there's somebody loving to kind of gently bring us back. Hopefully you have friends that are like that. And hopefully you are a friend like that. I hope I am a friend like that. That'll help guide someone to the right path. The path that Christ took, the path he wants us to take. That's it for today. Just wanted to share that. God bless you all. Bye-bye.